Question 1. What should you do when approaching a crosswalk where pedestrians are waiting? A. Continue at your current speed. B. Stop and let them cross. C. Honk to alert them of your presence. Answer B. Stop and let them cross. California law requires drivers to yield the right-of-way to pedestrians in crosswalks. Question 2. How should you react to a traffic signal that has turned yellow as you approach an intersection? A. Speed up to cross before the light turns red. B. Prepare to stop unless you are already in the intersection. C. Ignore the yellow light and continue driving. Answer B. Prepare to stop unless you are already in the intersection. A yellow light is a warning that the signal is about to turn red. Question 3. What is the legal blood alcohol concentration, BAC, limit for drivers over 21 years old in California? A. 0.05%. B. 0.08%. C. 0.1%. Answer B. 0.08%. In California, the legal BAC limit for drivers over 21 is 0.08%. Question 4. In which situation is it permissible to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When driving in a residential area. B. When the vehicle you are passing is about to turn left. C. It is never permissible. Answer B. When the vehicle you are passing is about to turn left. It is permitted when the other vehicle is making a left turn and there is room to pass. Question 5. How far in advance should you signal before making a left or right turn? A. At least 50 feet before the turn. B. At least 100 feet before the turn. C. At least 150 feet before the turn. Answer B. At least 100 feet before the turn. California law requires signaling at least 100 feet before turning. Question 6. When is it legal to use the carpool lane on a highway in California? A. Only during rush hour. B. When you have at least one passenger. C. Anytime, regardless of passengers. Answer B. When you have at least one passenger. Carpool lanes in California require a minimum number of passengers in the vehicle. Question 7. Describe the appropriate action when you see a slow-moving vehicle sign on a vehicle ahead. A. Overtake the vehicle immediately. B. Maintain a safe following distance. C. Flash your headlights to signal them to speed up. Answer B. Maintain a safe following distance. It is important to keep a safe distance as the vehicle ahead may be moving significantly slower. Question 8. If you are involved in a minor collision with no injuries, what should you do? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move your vehicle out of traffic, if possible. C. Wait in your vehicle for the police. Answer B. Move your vehicle out of traffic, if possible. If there are no injuries and the vehicle can be moved, it should be moved to the side to not obstruct traffic. Question 9. How does California law dictate you should use your headlights in low visibility conditions? A. Only use high beams. B. Use headlights at any time you have trouble seeing other vehicles. C. Headlights are not required in low visibility during daytime. Answer B. Use headlights at any time you have trouble seeing other vehicles. California law requires the use of headlights during low visibility conditions. Question 10. What does a solid white line on the road indicate in terms of lane changes? A. Lane changes are encouraged. B. Lane changes are prohibited. C. Lane changes should be done cautiously. Answer B. Lane changes are prohibited. A solid white line means you should stay within your lane. Question 11. When parking uphill on a street with a curb, in which direction should you turn your front wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. Towards the curb. C. Keep them straight. Answer A. Away from the curb. This prevents the car from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. Question 12. What is the correct procedure for making a legal U-turn in a residential district in California? A. Only if there are no vehicles approaching. B. Anytime, as long as you use your turn signal. C. It is never allowed in residential districts. Answer A. Only if there are no vehicles approaching. U-turns in residential districts are allowed when they can be made safely without interfering with other traffic. Question 13. What is the minimum following distance you should maintain from the vehicle in front of you? A. 2 seconds. B. 3 seconds. C. 1 second. Answer B. 3 seconds. A 3-second following distance is recommended for safety. Question 14. Explain the action required when approaching a divided highway sign. A. Increase speed. B. Prepare for a divided roadway ahead. C. Stop and yield. Answer B. Prepare for a divided roadway ahead. This sign indicates a divided highway begins. Question 15. What are the consequences of refusing a blood alcohol content? BAC. Test when pulled over on suspicion of DUI in California. A. A fine and possible jail time. B. Mandatory license suspension. C. No consequences. Answer B. Mandatory license suspension. Refusing a BAC test in California results in an automatic license suspension. Question 16. What is the proper way to navigate a sharp curve on a high-speed highway? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Accelerate through the curve. C. Slow down before entering the curve. Answer C. Slow down before entering the curve. It's safest to reduce speed before entering a sharp curve. Question 17. Describe the right-of-way rules at a four-way stop. A. The vehicle to the right goes first. B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. C. Vehicles going straight have priority. Answer B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. If two vehicles arrive simultaneously, the vehicle on the right has the right-of-way. Question 18. What is the significance of a ramp closed schedule sign on a highway? A. It indicates a ramp is permanently closed. B. It provides a schedule of when the ramp will be closed. C. It means the ramp is currently closed. Answer B. It provides a schedule of when the ramp will be closed. This sign indicates planned closures of the ramp. Question 19. What are the rules for driving in a lane designated for high occupancy vehicles, HOV, only? A. Any vehicle can use the HOV lane. B. Only vehicles with 2 or more occupants can use it. C. Only hybrid and electric vehicles can use it. Answer B. Only vehicles with 2 or more occupants can use it. HOV lanes are reserved for vehicles with multiple occupants to promote carpooling. Question 20. Explain the importance of the speed limit sign and its impact on driving behavior. A. It indicates the minimum speed you should drive. B. It shows the maximum speed allowed under ideal conditions. C. It is a suggestion, not requirement. Answer B. It shows the maximum speed allowed under ideal conditions. Speed limits are enforced to ensure safety on the roads. Question 21. What should you do if your vehicle's right wheels go off the pavement? A. Steer left immediately to get back on the pavement. B. Slow down and gradually return to the pavement. C. Accelerate and steer back onto the pavement quickly. Answer B. Slow down and gradually return to the pavement. If your wheels go off the pavement, slow down and return to the road when it's safe. Question 22. How should you proceed when you see a no shoulder sign while driving? A. Increase your speed to pass the area quickly. B. Drive cautiously, as there is no room for error on the side of the road. C. Pull over and stop your vehicle. Answer: B. Drive cautiously, as there is no room for error on the side of the road. A no-shoulder sign indicates a lack of a safe pull-off area. Question 23. What is the correct action to take when you approach a roundabout or traffic circle? A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. B. Enter the roundabout immediately without yielding. C. Stop in the roundabout to let other cars enter. Answer: A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Drivers should yield to vehicles already circulating in a roundabout. Question 24. When are you legally obligated to stop your vehicle? A. When a traffic officer orders you to. B. Only at a red light. C. Only at stop signs. Answer: A. When a traffic officer orders you to, you must stop when directed by a traffic officer, at stop signs, red lights, and other required situations. Question 25. How should you react when you encounter a bicyclist on a road without a designated bike lane? A. Honk to let them know you are passing. B. Pass the bicyclist with at least 3 feet of space. C. Follow closely until they move out of the way. Answer: B. Pass the bicyclist with at least 3 feet of space. When passing a bicyclist, maintain a safe distance of at least 3 feet. Question 26. What steps should you take when merging onto a freeway? A. Stop at the end of the ramp to wait for a gap. B. Use the acceleration lane to match the speed of freeway traffic. C. Merge immediately without increasing speed. Answer: B. Use the acceleration lane to match the speed of freeway traffic. The acceleration lane is used to gain the speed necessary for safe merging. Question 27. How does California law regulate the use of mobile phones while driving? A. Handheld use is permitted. B. Only hands-free use is allowed. C. All mobile phone use is prohibited. Answer: B. Only hands-free use is allowed. California law permits only hands-free use of mobile phones while driving. Question 28. In what scenarios is it permissible to make a left turn at a red light? A. From any two-way street onto a one-way street. B. From a one-way street onto another one-way street. C. It is never permissible. Answer: B. From a one-way street onto another one-way street. Left turns on red are only allowed from a one-way street onto another one-way street. Question 29. What is the legal procedure for turning at an intersection that lacks traffic signals? A. Yield to all vehicles before turning. B. Proceed without stopping. C. Only yield to vehicles from the right. Answer: A. Yield to all vehicles before turning. You should yield to all oncoming traffic and pedestrians before making a turn. Question 30. What does a flashing red traffic light signify, and how should you respond? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. C. It is the same as a yellow light. Answer: B. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. A flashing red light is treated as a stop sign. Question 31. How should you position your vehicle when preparing to make a left turn from a two-way street? A. Close to the right-hand curb. B. In the middle of your lane. C. Close to the center divider or median. Answer: C. Close to the center divider or median. When making a left turn, position your vehicle near the center divider. Question 32. What are the rules regarding yielding the right-of-way to pedestrians at uncontrolled intersections? A. Pedestrians always have the right-of-way. B. Only yield if the pedestrian is on the same side of the road. C. Pedestrians must yield to vehicles. Answer: A. Pedestrians always have the right of way. At uncontrolled intersections, drivers must yield to pedestrians. Question 33. How should you react if your vehicle begins to skid on a wet road? A. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Brake hard and steer straight. C. Steer in the direction you want to go. Answer: C. Steer in the direction you want to go. Steer in the direction of the skid to regain control of the vehicle. Question 34. What is the protocol for yielding to a funeral procession in California? A. You do not need to yield to a funeral procession. B. Yield and do not pass the procession. C. Only yield if the procession has a police escort. Answer: B. Yield and do not pass the procession. It is respectful and often required to yield to a funeral procession. Question 35. Describe the procedure for changing lanes on a multi-lane highway. A. Check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes quickly. B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes when safe. C. Change lanes without signaling if there is no traffic. Answer: B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then change lanes when safe. Always signal and check before changing lanes. Question 36. When is it necessary to use your vehicle's horn? A. To show annoyance at another driver. B. To alert others to your presence when necessary for safety. C. Whenever you are changing lanes. Answer: B. To alert others to your presence when necessary for safety. The horn should be used to ensure safety, not to express frustration. Question 37. How does California law address the use of seatbelts for passengers and drivers? A. Seatbelts are optional for adults. B. All occupants must wear seatbelts. C. Only front seat occupants must wear seatbelts. Answer: B. All occupants must wear seatbelts. California law requires all vehicle occupants to wear seatbelts. Question 38. What actions should you take if you miss your freeway exit? A. Stop and reverse on the shoulder. B. Proceed to the next exit. C. Make a U-turn at the next emergency vehicle turnaround. Answer: B. Proceed to the next exit. If you miss your exit, you should continue to the next one. Question 39. Explain the legal obligations when approaching a stopped school bus on a 2-lane road. A. You can pass if no children are crossing. B. Stop if the bus has its stop sign extended and red lights flashing. C. Only stop if you are behind the bus. Answer: B. Stop if the bus has its stop sign extended and red lights flashing. Drivers must stop on 2-lane roads for school buses with flashing lights and extended stop signs. Question 40. What is the correct way to use anti-lock brakes in an emergency situation? A. Pump the brakes. B. Apply steady pressure to the brake pedal. C. Apply light pressure to the brake pedal. Answer: B. Apply steady pressure to the brake pedal. With anti-lock brakes, apply steady pressure for the most effective stopping. Question 41. What is the speed limit in a California school zone when children are present? A. 15 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. Answer: B. 25 miles per hour. The speed limit in California school zones when children are present is typically 25 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Question 42. Describe the proper procedure for passing a vehicle on a 2-lane road. A. Only pass on the left when it's safe and legal. B. Pass quickly on the right side. C. Honk to signal your intention to pass. Answer: A. Only pass on the left when it's safe and legal. On a 2-lane road, you should pass on the left and only when there are no oncoming vehicles. Question 43. How should you respond when you see a pedestrian using a guide dog or white cane at a crosswalk? A. Continue driving if the pedestrian is not moving. B. Yield the right of way to the pedestrian. C. Honk to alert the pedestrian of your presence. Answer. B. Yield the right of way to the pedestrian. Drivers must always yield to pedestrians with guide dogs or white canes. Question 44. What are the rules regarding parking near a fire hydrant in California? A. No parking within 10 feet. B. Parking is allowed if you stay in the vehicle. C. No parking within 15 feet. Answer. C. No parking within 15 feet. In California, it's illegal to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 45. What action should you take when driving through a tunnel or underpass? A. Turn on your headlights. B. Increase your speed to clear the tunnel quickly. C. Turn on your hazard lights. Answer. A. Turn on your headlights. When driving through a tunnel or underpass, turn on your headlights for better visibility. Question 46. When are you required to yield to a public transit bus re-entering traffic in California? A. Only during designated hours. B. Always, as buses have the right of way. C. When the bus signals and it is safe to do so. Answer. C. When the bus signals and it is safe to do so, you should yield to public transit buses re-entering traffic if they signal and it's safe. Question 47. What should you do if you encounter an aggressive driver on the road? A. Try to outmaneuver and pass them. B. Keep your distance and avoid confrontation. C. Honk to show your disapproval. Answer. B. Keep your distance and avoid confrontation. It's safest to stay calm, keep your distance, and avoid engaging with aggressive drivers. Question 48. How are you supposed to react to a blind intersection? A. Accelerate quickly to pass the intersection. B. Proceed with caution, stopping if necessary. C. The right of way always belongs to the vehicle arriving first. Answer. B. Proceed with caution, stopping if necessary. At blind intersections, drivers should approach with caution and stop if they cannot see clearly. Question 49. What is the legal requirement for child safety seats in California? A. Children under 8 years must use a safety seat. B. Safety seats are optional but recommended. C. Children under 6 years must use a safety seat. Answer. A. Children under 8 years must use a safety seat. In California, children under 8 years old must be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. Question 50. How should you adjust your speed when driving in a construction zone? A. Maintain your normal speed. B. Slow down and follow posted speed limits. C. Speed up to clear the area faster. Answer. B. Slow down and follow posted speed limits. Always slow down and adhere to posted speed limits in construction zones for safety. Question 51. What is the correct procedure when you hear a siren but cannot see the emergency vehicle? A. Continue driving as usual. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Speed up to clear the path. Answer. B. Pull over to the right and stop. If you hear a siren but can't see the emergency vehicle, safely pull over to the right and stop. Question 52. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane on a wet road? A. Apply the brakes firmly. B. Keep the steering wheel straight and reduce your speed. C. Accelerate to regain traction. Answer. B. Keep the steering wheel straight and reduce your speed. If you start to hydroplane, gently ease off the gas and keep the wheels straight. Question 53. Explain the significance of a flashing yellow traffic light. A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and wait for the light to turn green. C. The traffic signal is out of order. Answer: A. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light means slow down and proceed with caution. Question 54. What are the rules for turning into a bike lane when making a right turn? A. Signal and merge into the bike lane before turning. B. Never turn across a bike lane. C. Honk to alert cyclists and proceed. Answer: A. Signal and merge into the bike lane before turning. When making a right turn, signal and carefully merge into the bike lane first. Question 55. How should you react if a traffic signal is malfunctioning or not working at an intersection? A. Treat it as a four-way stop. B. The first vehicle to arrive has the right of way. C. Proceed with caution without stopping. Answer: A. Treat it as a four-way stop. If a traffic signal is not working, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Question 56. Describe the steps to take if your accelerator becomes stuck while driving. A. Keep pushing the accelerator until it unsticks. B. Shift to neutral and apply the brakes. C. Turn off the engine immediately. Answer: B. Shift to neutral and apply the brakes. If your accelerator sticks, shift to neutral and then apply the brakes to slow down. Question 57. What is the required action when approaching a railroad crossing with flashing lights? A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. C. Only stop if you see a train approaching. Answer: B. Stop and wait for the train to pass. Always stop when railroad crossing lights are flashing. Question 58. How do you determine a safe following distance in adverse conditions like rain or fog? A. Increase your following distance. B. Maintain the usual following distance. C. Decrease your following distance. Answer: A. Increase your following distance. In adverse conditions, increase your following distance for safety. Question 59. What is the significance of a diamond-shaped lane marking? A. Indicates a lane reserved for bicycles. B. Signifies a carpool or HOV lane. C. Marks a lane for slow-moving vehicles. Answer: B. Signifies a carpool or HOV lane. Diamond-shaped markings are used for carpool lanes and other special use lanes. Question 60. What should you do if you are involved in a collision that results in injury or death? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move your vehicle off the road. C. Stop and remain at the scene. Answer: C. Stop and remain at the scene. If you are involved in a collision causing injury or death, you must stop and remain at the scene.